The Chiefs heading to the Super Bowl for the 5th time in the last 6 seasons, a feat never accomplished in the Super Bowl era. And Casey, 7 seasons with Patrick Mahomes as a starter. They've won 107 games, 23 more than the next closest team, that being the Bills. Kelce, are you enjoying being the so-called villains?
Do you guys enjoy being the villains of the NFL?
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
At
one point in time, it wasn't that. And
yeah, you guys were the darling of the NFL.
Yeah, I was the do you feel bad for him guys. And
you're now the heel.
I'm enjoying doing this with the guys together, the guys that we have in there, because it's like it just makes us even more of a family. You just circle the wagons when people are saying whatever they want, and you just band it together, and it just makes you more appreciate more of what you have, because people want what you have.
Stephen A., you want to react to it?
I just don't feel, I've never viewed Travis Kelce as a villain.
Neither have I. Or Patrick Mahomes.
Like, villain?
I'm just like, villain? I mean, what the hell? I'm just like, I love my boy TK, but I'm like, yo, what the hell are you talking about? I mean, damn, your girlfriend is a billionaire pop star. Everybody, I mean, we got little kids out there crying. Cam, I went to not one but 2 Taylor Swift concerts. I took my daughters and a friend. They hoodwinked me into taking their friends. I dropped 20 G's on the damn concert, and guess what? Woo. I'm not complaining, because the Taylor Swift concert. I was shocked, right? I mean, what are we talking about here? What's your definition of a villain? Nobody looking at the Kansas City. You might have Patrick Mahomes fatigue or Kansas City Chiefs fatigue because they're winning, but that don't make them villains. Let me tell you who a villain is. How about Jack Tatum? See, your young whippersnappers out there, you don't know anything about that, and this part is not funny. This brother was a vicious hitter. He's the one that paralyzed the late Darryl Stingley, God rest his soul. I mean, this man walked into any game, preseason, regular season, looking to put you to sleep. CC, you know I ain't lying. Cam, nope. You know I ain't lying. This man was as vicious as they come, okay? So that's like a villain. People looked at Ray Lewis on the field as a villain. You looked at people looked at Terrell Owens as a villain, okay? I did it. Y'all might not have. But there were people out there that looked at him as a villain. Remember Richie Incognito? Remember that? Remember how much of a villain he was? Remember Lyle Alzado? See, Cam, I'm going old school, baby. I'm going old school. I know how down you are. But these cats right here. Am I lying, CC? Am I lying, Chris Kenton? I mean, these are some vicious dudes. James Harrison, that was a villain. Cats like that. Even the Minister of Defense. No, not him, because he was one of the nicest dudes in the world. Just one of the most powerful individuals you ever meet in your life. But he wasn't a villain. But I'm talking about vicious dudes. Or Sean Taylor, the late Sean Taylor. You remember what he did to a damn kicker during a
but
Pro
that's
Bowl
not
game?
villain.
I mean, it was supposed to be no. What I'm saying is, I'm talking about people that I'm talking. You loved them or you hated them because they were vicious. They were coming to hurt you. I use a baseball analogy. Remember in the baseball All-Star game when Pete Rose practically ended the damn career of the catcher because he ran right over him because the dude was blocking home plate? He wasn't a villain, but I'm trying to say that move right there had people looking at Pete Rose a little bit differently. He was Charlie Hustle. He going all out no matter what. Exhibition, real game, championship. It didn't matter. It was all the same to him. He was bringing that fire. I'm talking about that's the thing villains are made of in the National Football League. That's all I'm saying.
All I'm saying to you also, Stephen A., is you said all that to say what? Everything that you said, from Pete Rose to Terrell Owens to all that was a part of the game. How does being a part of the game make you a villain? This person, who I know for sure, you always, we went back to Jack Tatum. Cool, let me make my point, as I always make, let you make your point. The biggest villain is Vontaze Burfict. Simple and plain.
That's a good one.
Because Vontaze is a dude that I will knock your block off inside the whistle of play and after the whistle of play. And that's what the real villains would do. Look at that specimen right there. The dude that just scored the touchdown, by the way. Like, he's twisted my ankle, bro. Like, that's what makes you villains. And this is the thing that people don't understand about Vontaze, because, me being on Twitch, me and all my kids, if you want to look me on Twitch, I play video games. He's a guy who I play video games with. If you know who he is, you would not expect or suspect that that's the type of player who that was. But as we all know, and you being a person who should know this more than anybody, there's guys who can just flip that switch on and becomes a whole completely different person inside the confines of that game.
Yeah.
And the football in between the lines, Vontaze Burfict was the Webster's Dictionary, Wikipedia image of what a villain is in every sense of the word.
Oh, 1,000%.
Vontaze Burfict
I
was
mean,
a great one.
couple other examples. Greg Williams, defensive coordinator for the Saints, with Bounty Gate and how that whole thing went down.
Oh, yeah.
Bounty Gate, okay.
Albert Hainsworth. A lot of people don't know
yes.
how villain
Throwback.
he was.
Yes.
I mean, this is a guy that stomped on somebody's face without the helmet on.
Dominican Sue.
I was out there, and Dominican Sue.
Yep.
Those are villains in sports.
Yes.
Travis Kelce, Patrick
Daddy,
Mahomes.
you're not that,
Y'all
bro.
are not villains, dog.
Bro, y'all
You
not
can
agree
tell
with that.
yourself whatever
like
you got to tell
darlings.
yourself in order to get up
But I'm
and have
proud
that
of
chip
y'all.
on your shoulder.
I'm proud
Y'all
of
ain't
y'all.
villains.
I'm proud of y'all. Because you get Vontaze Burfict was perfect. I can't believe I forgot him. You so right about that,
Those were
Cam. You so
throwback
right about that.
names.
He
You guys
had
are
to be in there. And Dominican Sue. And you are absolutely right, CC. All three of y'all selections is right on point. I would add them to the list that I had. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Hunting
Vontaze Burfict
season.
is
Well, what is happening?
Absolutely.
Stephen A. agreeing with me?
Agreeing?
Stephen A. agreeing
Oh,
with
man.
me? What
Agree
is
with
happening
y'all.
right
Y'all
now?
got that.
Yeah.
Do we got to
You
check
right,
to
you
see if we got a
right.
temperature?
No,
right,
but
you
the,
right.
but the
Hey,
Chiefs, they're like media
I'm a man of the
darlings.
people.
They are
Yeah.
America's team.
They
That's what we
literally-
call
they're like
America's
adored.
team.
Yeah.
There's not villains
Yeah,
in
no.
Kansas City.
No.
That's America's team.
No.
Absolutely. All right, coming up, the Chiefs and Eagles are working hard to get ready for the Super Bowl. What goes into preparing for the big game? Our own Super Bowl vets will weigh in. Don't miss that conversation. And show me the money. Joey Ford, are we in powder blue?
Capital and FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. They love their football in this part of the country, and this crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Buffalo Bills. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
A pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And a productive gain out to the 14 after starting at the 7. It's a gain of 7. 7 yards the pick up there. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Fitzpatrick now. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that ball traveling 68 yards in the air, according to Next. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football.
That's what it is, baby. That's
And
what
he
it
will
is.
score. Touchdown, Washington. John Bates. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington has tied the ball game with the extra point still to come. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point. And they'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Smith escaping the pressure right. Slings this deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.